Okay, now YouTube keeps saying, how do you know that you're shadow banned? How do you know we're banning your videos? How do you know? David, there's nothing wrong with your channel. Your channel's getting all the views you're supposed to have. Now, you may not know about kittens, meow, meow, meow. But if you made a video with a kitten and you only had the kitten video was a fluffy kitten with its tail in the air and poo-poo coming out. So you see this butt, tail up, butthole with poo-poo coming out, you're going to get 400 views, 1,000 views maybe. If you put a very cute kitten, you say, hi kitty, and you pet the kitty, or you talk about the kitty's costume or what the kitty's going to do for Halloween, you're going to get thousands of views, 500 to 1,000, maybe 2,000. But every single day for the last 8 months, I get shadow banned. Usually it happens late morning, 10:30, 11:30, and it runs to about 2:30 to 3. Sometimes you'll get one at 11 in the morning and it won't come back on for 48 hours. That's the extreme. But every single day I get a shadow ban. And then what happens is I never ever get those views back. I make it, I put it out there, my channel grows by the number of views it has, by the number of view hours it has, they call watch hours, by the number of subscribers it has, all of that. The number of likes it has, the comments on the videos. But they're telling me that there's nothing wrong. My channel works just fine. There's never been a glitch on your channel. Ever. Never, ever was there a glitch. It's just not true. David, you don't know what you're talking about. Your channel gets all of its views. We've never, ever had a problem with that. So let's just take a look here, and you let me know if you see one that might have. Sometimes you'll have one that gets some views and it won't get views, and then later on maybe get views. But this is what's going on. Some of these are ones from yesterday. So these are about 30, been on about 35 hours. What should happen if you have a really good kitten video, you should get 500 to 1,000 within half an hour, maybe 2 hours. But these are over 30 hours. So let me ask you: do you see maybe an issue that they can't see? They're saying, "Oh no, we don't see anything at all. Not at all." Look at this. Okay, so this is over 30 hours, and there's a kitten. Am I pretty? And how many views is that? Is that 2,000, 3,000? Here, let me put my glasses on. Okay, how about this one? Again, over 30 hours. Over 30 hours. How many views is that? What about this one? Over 30 hours. 2 kittens in a line. Is that got all of its views on there? This right here is about a car that was keyed. Those always get a lot of views too. Any kind of damage, theft. That car was keyed. How many views is that? What about this one? How many views? How many views is talking about the 2 different kinds of cinnamon bread they have for the holiday? These are like a pumpkin spice cinnamon bread. And 4. What? How can it be 4? What about this? This is a comparison between 2 different kinds of sweeteners that don't have any carbs. Should have, I don't know, by now 1,200. These should right here probably 2,000 plus on these ones each one of these. But we have a total of 3 videos, 15, 20. They have 24 views altogether. These 2 and that one. Oh, what about this one? Here's a kitten who is talking to the dog outside. How many views? Now, these are all well over 30 hours. See, it's daytime right there. Right now, it is 11:07. It's almost 2 days later now. What about this? Huh. Is it possible that maybe the views are not coming in? Here's one about a stolen bicycle. Those always get a lot. How many? 6. Yeah, 14. This one got a lot because it was it just quit glitching for a while. And then we got over here. Look at that face. Look at that kitten. 10 views. 10 views. That's from today, this morning. How many views should that have by now? 2,000. Here's one about, I was talking about, would have to toss the bun. A lot of the specials you have to toss the bun. Those always get a lot of views too. 4 views. This is her talking about the fact that she's going to be playing Barbie for her Halloween contest. Not contest, but her costume's going to be that. 4 views. So, like I'm saying, you and I were not YouTube. So if they say there's no problem, they must know, right? There's no problem. I have some of these that have a kitten video that are probably 4 months old, and they have 0, 1, 5 views. Never a problem. They're all getting their views. Now what happens is that money that I'm supposed to be making on that advertising revenue, because they'll put ads on these shorts or the long videos, they'll put ads on there, and they make money. Do I? Nope. So if you'd like to help me, you can also. I'll put the address in. I'll just go ahead and send this out tonight. I'll fix it up tomorrow, but I'll give you the address that I'm mailing to. Oh yeah, here's one with no views. See this one here, pomegranate tree, no views. These kind of things always get views. Always. Always. Growing trees, diet, cat, dog, holiday. They don't get 0 views. Never. Never. And they'll say, oh, we'll give those back to you. But then if they give me back, let's say they give me back the views I missed today. I think I probably missed, safe to say, missed 20,000 views. So the 20,000 views I'm missing from October 31st, 2025, wouldn't I notice that? If all of a sudden I get an additional 15,000 views in 1 minute, because I'll just take 15,000, boop, and send. So I have all these views, boop, 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 boop. No, I'll never see that. But I'll put the address in. If you'd like to write them, you can. Somebody had been cussing at them on the chat, telling them that they're full of you know what, and it's a bunch of bull you know what, and they're a bunch of F-word ing liars, and that doesn't really help. So let's try to be positive. So, but you might want to say, or if you might would help. It would be a big help to me if you just tell them, "Hey, you're shadow banning this guy named David. Can you please put back?" So, but YouTube, I'll be your best friend. Like when someone's mom would put M&Ms in their lunch the day after Halloween, and your mom didn't put any in your lunch, and you open up and someone says, "I'll be your best friend," if they give you some M&Ms. But I don't know if maybe YouTube thinks it's the only little girl in the brownie troop that didn't get invited to the party, so now they're going to be angry at everybody. But I don't know why they do it to me. I have no copyright problems. I don't use profanity. Every now and then I might say a bad word, but very few. A lot of that is just laced with profanity. I don't post questionable videos with nudity or anything like that of a sexual nature. I do none of that. None. I tell the truth. My channel is maybe hard to peg exactly what it is. A lot of people think my channel is a weight loss channel by the title, but it's not. It's from the top of our head to the bottom of our feet, and it's what I do, not what you do. I tell you this is what I do, and ask your doctor. Maybe you want to do it too. We talk about dogs, cats. We talk about classic cars. We talk about the holidays. We talk about today we had a holiday. We'll be talking about Thanksgiving by tomorrow, I'm sure. The Christmas stuff is already out on decoration. Maybe I'll take some photos of that. I've already said Merry Christmas one time to somebody at the store. She's buying stuff for her Christmas party that's upcoming. No one's ever saying, ho, 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 or anything like that. And I don't hear any, sleigh bells or any of that kind of stuff yet, but we will be hearing Christmas music. You go to the store, you're going to hear that. But I do nothing wrong. Somebody said, oh, yeah, you do too. No. All of the violations that they have out there, I never do. I have had some copyright violations before because I was filming something in a store and I didn't realize that the music was being picked up and it could hear it. There's nothing you can do about that. If you're filming in a store and they're playing background music, as you shop, there's nothing you can do. You can say, please don't put any sound at all while that's playing. But if you're pushing your cart around the market and that's all you're filming, 15-minute video about shopping, you have to get rid of that whole video. Or you have to know what to do. Yeah, say, okay, I'm gonna take that out, and then you're gonna have to do it as a voiceover. Okay, you see right here, I'm looking at the carrots, that kind of stuff. So you don't have to do that. But anyway, you can write them if you would. Say, please quit shadow banning this guy. Do you see where I'm being shadow banned? I think you do. Take care. Have a happy Halloween. It's almost over. We got 48 more minutes of Halloween. I'm gonna go ahead and send this out as public. But please, do the normal stuff. Please like it. I like it. Please share it. Please comment. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already. And if you'd like to help me, let YouTube know. And I'll give you, all you do is you go to the chat feature on YouTube. There's two things you can do. You can send a chat or you can send an email. I'll put the email address in there. The chat, you just go to youtube.com and it's there. Take care, everyone.